two dudes with attitudes, let's go. It's the two dudes and our attitudes, ruthless, aggressively speaking, so let's do this. We're riding in Denton, they here to get your attention. The 5-star broadcast shit, start to the ending. Whether it's the E or it's all elite, the two dudes with the attitudes will bring the heat. Get the point, yeah, it's on, time to lock in. Listen to the podcast where they get it poppin'.
Good. But all right, man.
So.
AEW Revolution prediction time. I'm not even going to try to guess the card order. I'm just going to go 1 through 9. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's start with the All-Star Scramble for title shot one day, because that's what they mean. They'll probably be forgotten. I'm not going to name everyone. You have them all on here. Let me try. Is this going to go through again?
Yeah.
I forgot everyone who's in it because it's so random. We got Chris Jericho versus Wardlow versus Powerhouse Hobbs versus Lance Archer versus Hook, I guess, versus Brian Cage, I guess, versus two more who is probably going to be like that Matt Sydal guy, and who was the other match that was happening? I forgot.
It was like Dante Martin or somebody like that.
Yeah, either way, it doesn't matter. You don't got to look them up. They're not winning. So All-Star Scramble. I'm assuming this isn't a over the top, right? This is like a pin.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay, and it got canceled because the 3 men in the match, one of them got injured, but they're able to wrestle in the All-Star Scramble, correct?
So apparently there's some drama with this match because Tony Khan said that he wanted to have Keith Lee and Miro involved in Meat Madness with Powerhouse Hobbs, Lance Archer, and Wardlow. But
yeah,
apparently, I don't know if Tony Khan didn't know this, but Miro and Keith Lee are injured. And Miro went on X and said, "I've been injured since November. I'm sorry that he didn't realize that." But he called out Tony Khan for not realizing that he's been hurt. So I don't know.
Does he even know who's on his roster?
At the Revolution press conference or the Revolution press call, he was like, "Yeah, I really wanted to have Keith Lee and Miro in this Meat Madness match, but yeah, we're changing it to the All-Star Scramble."
That's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. I don't understand how do you not know. He literally does not use his people enough that he doesn't even know if they're injured or not. He just assumes he hasn't been using them.
That's crazy.
It's
pretty messed up.
All right. Well, with that said, give us the obvious answer. This is probably the only one.
I'm going Wardlow. I feel like he has to win just because he cut that promo. But Powerhouse Hobbs has been looking good. But I'm going to go Wardlow.
Yeah, no chance Wardlow loses this. He's winning it.
You better not.
Now they have that hanging on them that they'll get that title shot sooner or later. All right, let's go. FTR versus the BCC. And I'm assuming it's a no DQ or something, or it's got to be. I didn't see
every
it.
Match with BCC is no DQ.
I'm assuming there has to be a winner, no time limit probably. So, all right, who do you got?
Oh, I'm going to go BCC. I'm just going to assume that they're going to win. FTR doesn't need the win. So yeah, I'm going to go BCC. I really have nothing else to add to this match. I think Claudio and John Moxley, they've been doing their thing as a tag team recently, and FTR, this is like the 35th time we've seen them wrestle. But yeah, and I think FTR's won the last couple, so I'm going to go BCC.
All right, I'm going to do what I always do. Favored booking. BCC was on top to end out Dynamite.
Yeah.
I'm going FTR with the win. I think it's going to be a sad night for the BCC. We'll get there soon, but I'm going to go with FTR winning in a match no one cares about. These guys have been feuding for 3-4 weeks now, and they have literally wrestled 48 times. I don't understand. If you're going to build up to them, build up. You can't have them wrestle every single week and then have me care about a pay-per-view match. So I can give two rats about this match. The only match I don't care about on this whole card. All right, number 3. We got Kermit the Frog himself, Will Ospreay versus Takeshita. Why is Will Ospreay losing his first match back into All Elite? Go ahead. What's your prediction?
He's not. He's going to win. And I think he's going to turn on the Don Callis family after the match. Don Callis is going to raise his hand. Maybe Takeshita's also going to have his hand raised. They're going to shake hands, and Will Ospreay is going to do the shake hands and then hit him with this finishing move. And that's going to be the end of his time in the Don Callis family. And now that's going to be their next target is Will Ospreay.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope all that's correct. I'm going with it as well. Man, Takeshita, that dude is huge, man.
Yeah.
I never noticed how big he is till he stands next to the other dudes. Like, he ain't that much smaller than Powerhouse Hobbs. That dude is a big dude. Takeshita's real, man. All right, number 4, Eddie Kingston versus Bryan Danielson for the Continental Title. You put the Continental crown. They kept saying just Continental Title. I don't know what it's called, but I know it's all 3 belts. So he defends all 3. I don't know why they don't just make one. But Continental Classic title match. Who do you got?
I'm going to go Eddie Kingston. I think that it's too soon for him to drop it. He just won that grueling tournament about two or 3 months, or at World's End rather. So about 3 months ago, which feels like 7 months ago now. But yeah, so I'm going to say it's too soon for him to drop that belt. And Bryan Danielson doesn't need a championship match. He doesn't need a title in AEW. So yeah, I'm going to go Eddie Kingston.
Yes, Eddie Kingston, when he just got put to sleep on Dynamite, like he ain't getting put to sleep and then losing. I don't know why they're trying to build this dude. Eddie Kingston is not a star. I'm going to keep saying it. Once again, I hear he's a really nice guy in real life. Bless his soul, but he ain't at AEW. I don't know what you're trying to do here. All right, let's go. International title time. Orange Cassidy versus Roderick Strong. Who do you got?
I'm going Roderick Strong. I think this is going to be the first champion, maybe the only title that changes hands, but I'm going to go Roderick Strong. I think Undisputed Kingdom is they've kind of fizzled out, and I think Wardlow is going to win that All-Star Scramble. Roderick Strong is going to win the title. And you already have the ROH Tag Team Champions in Bennett and Taven. So I think this is going to be the first, this is going to be the way to boost them back up into relevance. With the Undisputed Kingdom. And I think Roderick Strong is going to win the international championship from Orange Cassidy.
I agree. I think it's the move to make. And I would never thought I would ever say this ever. But I think Orange Cassidy needs to step away for a minute, take a month or so off.
Yeah, for sure.
I never thought I would say that because I love me some Orange Cassidy, always have, but we need a break. It's too much. He needs to go take a seat for a little, lose a title and come back and rebuild. So, yeah, I'm going Roderick Strong. All right, Christian Cage versus Daniel Garcia for the TNT title. Who do you got? This one's
hard. There's part of me that wants to say Christian Cage is going to win because of heel tactics, and he's going to cheat to win, and that's going to lead to Adam Copeland coming out to, even the odds or help Daniel Garcia at the end. But then I can also see a scenario where Adam Copeland turns on Daniel Garcia, becomes a heel, aligns with Christian Cage, and that's how we get back to Edge and Christian, because that's what he wanted when he first joined the company. I still think that's going to happen, but I don't think that's going to happen at Revolution. So I'm going to say Christian Cage retains. Daniel Garcia is going to put up a hell of an effort, but Christian Cage is going to cheat to win with like a low blow, or Kill Switch is going to do something to cause Daniel Garcia the chance. And Christian Cage is going to get the win. Adam Copeland will make an appearance after the match.
All right. I was going to go Christian Cage. I've been wanting to go Christian Cage, but the more and more I think about it, we're getting, Cage and Copeland next, no matter what. And I don't see Christian winning that. And I don't see a point of Adam Copeland wanting or having the TNT title. I just don't. I'm going Adam Copeland, costing Christian Cage the match. Daniel Garcia, who Tony Khan said is the future this year, is going to win his first title, be the TNT champion, and we get Christian Cage and Adam Copeland 2 or 3 or whatever it is for not the title. I don't think Adam Copeland. I think after Copeland beats Christian Cage or vice versa, they're moving on to the world heavyweight. I don't think there's any point. I'm going Daniel Garcia, and that's why I'm going with it.
Yeah,
I might be wrong, but that's what I'm going with.
That's a good pick. I like the pick. I just think Christian Cage has meant so much for that TNT championship that taking it off of him now could be a huge mistake, because they didn't know what to do with it before. They were playing hot potato with it. Wardlow held it for a week. Samoa Joe held it. Darby Allin had it for like 3 weeks. And they haven't really done, like, Christian Cage has brought relevance to it. So
he has.
That's why I think it might be time. I mean, is it time for him to drop it? Maybe. But I also think maybe let him keep it for another month.
Here's the thing. He has brought relevancy to it. He also doesn't need it. So
he's
he's
bigger
still
than
Christian
that.
Cage without it. And Daniel Garcia needs it. And I think Daniel Garcia will get pushed properly with it. I think now it's an actual title. I don't think it'll play hot potato. I think Daniel Garcia will go on a hot streak with it. All right. Number 7, the timeless one, Toni Storm versus Deonna Purrazzo for the Women's World Championship. Who you got?
I'm going to go Toni Storm. I think Toni Storm is going to win. I think Mariah May is going to cost Deonna Purrazzo the championship. I could see a spot where Deonna or Mariah May costs Toni Storm, turning on her and giving Deonna Purrazzo the win. But I just think it's too soon for Deonna Purrazzo to come in her first pay-per-view in AEW and win the AEW Women's Championship. I think, especially if you are bringing on Mercedes Moné and you're bringing on, you're really boosting, serious about boosting the women's division. I think Toni Storm is a credible champion, probably the most credible women's champion they've had in a long time. Not taking anything away from Deonna, but would you rather see a Deonna Purrazzo Mercedes Moné feud, or would you rather see Toni Storm against Mercedes Moné? I think the money is with Moné and Toni Storm, and so that's why I'm going to say Toni Storm retains and moves on to big business where she gets introduced to Mercedes Moné.
I think you're exactly right. I think Timeless One wins and will lose to Mercedes Moné in the future in their first match. I think they wanted Deonna. I think the plan was to have Purrazzo come in and win that title. I think she has stunk up the place since she's been there, and I think they changed their mind. And I think with Mercedes too coming in and they signed her, I think they're just like, forget that, we're going. I mean, I like Deonna Purrazzo.
I do too.
Cool.
I think she could win the TBS.
I don't know. Yeah. But she hasn't been it, man. Her promos have sucked. Her matches have sucked. She almost murdered somebody. I'm telling you, since she was good in Impact. Sometimes you get to that bigger stage and you're just not ready. So maybe she's not. I don't know. Maybe she's just has been having some bad luck. We'll see. But I'm going the timeless one. All right, match 8. Samoa Joe versus Hangman Adam Page versus Swerve Strickland for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Who you got?
You know what? I'm going to go Swerve Strickland. I think Swerve Strickland's going to take the I think it's too soon for Swerve Strickland to take the championship. I think it's too soon for Samoa Joe to drop the title, especially in his first real defense, because his other one was against Hook. But I'm going to go Swerve. I think that he's red hot right now. The people have been calling for him to win the title, to be in the title picture. Revolution's already going to be a historical night, so why not make it even more historical with having the first African-American AEW World Champion? So yeah, I say Swerve's going to do it. I think there's a reason they put him in this spot, and I think Tony Khan's going to strike while the iron's hot and put the belt on Swerve, especially if you're right that Adam Copeland or Christian Cage are going to move to the World Heavyweight Championship picture. I could see some great matches between Swerve and Adam Copeland, but also Swerve and Christian have history together too, because they were in the All In event teaming together. So they could play up that. And, it was Swerve that took the pin in that match, and Christian Cage never forgave him. He talked about that in a promo before. So I could see them having a feud. So I think you got to strike while the iron's hot. And I think they're going to put the belt on Swerve.
I think it's too soon.
I do too.
I think they're going to keep playing the Swerve is losing in matches, but not getting pinned. I think Samoa Joe either taps out or pins Adam Page, and Swerve complains and says he keeps getting ripped off and this and that. And I think he disappears from the title picture right now, not from AEW, but I think he starts doing other things and feuds with other people. Maybe Hangman Page again. I think he's going to move on though. I think they're going to focus Samoa Joe on Wardlow. That's going to be a money match. Copeland coming up, Christian Cage. I think there's just other people. I think Swerve could be champ by the end of the year. I just don't think yet. Hot doesn't come on, LA Knight.
I agree.
Hot doesn't mean you deserve the world title. So yeah,
I agree.
I want Swerve to have it. It's not that moment yet.
I just feel like how AEW fans are. They love Swerve Strickland, and if he doesn't get win, and they should, rightfully so. But if he doesn't get the pin, they're going to crap or he doesn't get the win, they're going to crap all over it. That, Tony Khan doesn't know how to book him. Tony Khan doesn't know how to use him. Tony Khan doesn't know and it's going to he's going to have that whole negativity surrounding another pay-per-view That's why I think he's listening to the fans with the storytelling thing.
Yeah.
With the Atlantis. He's listening to the fans with video packages. He's got a writing team now. That's why I think he might actually listen to the fans this time and put the belt on Swerve. I could see him doing it. I think it's too soon too. I love Swerve, but I agree with you that I don't think he should have the championship just yet. But I think he's going to get it.
I don't know. I think first ever Black World Heavyweight Champion for AEW needs to be a big moment. I don't think this is that moment, but yeah, that's just me. I mean, it is a sold out arena, so but yeah. All right, main event time. Sting and Darby Allin versus the Young Bucks for the tag team titles, I'm assuming. Who do you got?
There's part of me that says Sting and Darby Allin are going to win. And that the Young Bucks, they're going to retire the tag team championships on Dynamite. And I said last week, Tony Khan's going to do a tournament. It's March Madness. It's tournament time. He's like salivating at the opportunity to do a tournament. 64 teams from New Japan and CMLL. And, we're going to have brackets. We're going to have Joe Lenardi doing bracketology for AEW. But you know what I see? I'm going to say this. I think Darby Allin's going to turn heel. And he's going to turn on Sting and cost them the AEW Tag Team Championships, giving the Young Bucks the win. And then Darby Allin's going to become a huge heel in AEW going forward.
I think that's a good move. I didn't think about that. I'm going Young Bucks. I don't know how. I don't want to predict how, but I think the internet's going to explode. WWE hardcore is going to crap on AEW, how they ruined Sting, even though WWE ruined Sting. So it's going to be a thing, but I think Sting doesn't care about losing or not. I think he's fine with it. I see the Young Bucks winning 100%.
And see that right there, AEW fans are going to crap on the ending. That's why I think they're going to put the belt on Swerve to like even it out.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
But either way, I think we both think the Young Bucks are winning. So
yep, for sure. And that is prediction time, my friends, with the man who will be there himself. Ryan enjoys wrestling. If you're going, find him. Say hi.
Find me. Hit me up.
You better have that sign. I want to see it.
I'm signing autographs. Yeah.
Ooh, get it? All right. You going big, huh? All right, man. So, as always, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing and watching. We will probably do a Monday episode. We try to do every pay-per-view and PLE recap, so we'll probably have a special AEW Revolution with an on-site review from
we'll talk about the crowd. We'll talk about the matches, the atmosphere, everything. So I can't wait.
I'm excited to hear about it. So as always, I'm the Heartbreak Dude Denton, breaking hearts and spitting facts. And you can follow me at HBD Denton on all streaming platforms and social media, and anything you want to just find me on, you can find me on it with that name. With me, as always, is the man who's going to Revolution himself.
Not Orange Cassidy, but at Ryan Enjoys Wrestling on all social media platforms. So hit me up there. If you're listening to us on Apple or Spotify, thanks for the support. Make sure you leave us a 5-star rating and review. Go follow us on TikTok at 2 Dudes with Attitudes. We're on X at 2 Dudes PC. And of course, subscribe to the YouTube. We just hit the 700 threshold today. So we're 300 away from 1,000. We can get there by WrestleMania. So, come subscribe to the channel. We got content, trying to post stuff every day or as often as we can. So come check us out at 2 Dudes with Attitudes on YouTube. Subscribe. Turn on that bell for notifications, and every time we get new videos up, you'll get alerted and you can check it out early. So thanks for all the love and support. 2024 is going to be the year of the dudes.
2 Dudes Wolfpack. We out.
2 dudes with attitudes. Let's go. It's the 2 dudes and our attitudes, ruthless, aggressively speaking. So let's do this. We're Ryan and Denton, they here to get your attention. The 5-star broadcast shit, start to the ending. Whether it's the E or it's all E, the 2 dudes with the attitudes will bring the heat. Get the point, yeah, it's on, time to lock in. Listen to the podcast where they get it poppin'. 2 dudes with attitudes, let's go. It's the 2 dudes and our attitudes, ruthless, aggressively speaking, so let's do this. We're Ryan